All right, now I haven't really talked about this with my community. I mean, I know we cover racing games here. We've done the Crew 2, Crew Motorfest, Need for Speed, all kinds of racing games. We haven't really talked about the issue. I mean, we were playing the Crew before shutdown. We loaded it up the night of and the night before, and I mean, it was just dead. I mean, look, I get it. I get why they're going to shut down the servers. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Nobody plays the game. But at the same time, like, give us an offline mode. Like, the Crew was one of the best open world racing games. And now with Motorfest, they went, you know, in the Crew 2, I'm too lazy to go dig through boxes. I have probably 600-700 physical copies of video games, which I've always been a fan of getting physical copies. At least with the older games, I can go grab it, boot up my PS1, PS2, and enjoy the game. But in this day and age where everything is digital, it's like, you know, like everybody throws around, you'll own nothing and be happy. And like, when I can, I still buy physical games. This whole thing is just a mess. I think it's wrong. I think that if anything, they should just make an offline patch. And I know modders were working on an offline patch for the Crew. We'll go over some stuff that some bigger YouTubers have covered that have blown up that I think are a step in the right direction moving forward to kind of help. I mean, there's no real like regulations on the video game company, I feel like, and I don't know, like, I don't want to see, like, even if a game's shit, I still think that it should live on. You know what I mean? Like, it was a work of art, and, you know, even if you got some, I don't know, just things just shouldn't be gone forever. And it seems like in the past 2 days, some shit's been going down, okay? So it seems like Ubisoft is going into the licenses. You know, I mean, I get it. The servers are gone. You can't do anything with the game. It's dead in the water. But for them, Ubisoft is now going into your accounts and removing the license. They're revoking the license. So say in 2-3 years, okay, now that Motorfest is out, which Crew 1 and Crew 2, a scaled down map of the US, okay? Now that Motorfest is out, it's really just a DLC, right? I believe it started as a DLC. It's literally just Hawaii. And it's not a one-to-one scale. It's horribly tiny compared to the first two games. Now the Crew 1's gone. The Crew 2, they just ended basically like any new cars, any new summits, everything's gonna be transferred to Motorfest. So this is on the decline. Now when the Crew 2 is gone, it's gonna suck because they're gonna do the same thing with the Crew, and they're gonna be gone. And these two, like, I went back and played the Crew, and I tried to like do a playthrough between work, and I just didn't have time to. I almost finished. It wasn't a bad game. Yeah, like, you know, 10 years old, whatever, but they should have made an offline patch, okay? So you've got this guy, Accursed Farms. He's got a really good video. If you got 31 minutes, go check it out. I'll link it down below. He's basically taking legal action and trying to get people to sign petitions and do what he can so this is prevented moving forward with video game companies in the future, so they can't just take stuff away or revoke. I mean, it's crazy that literally Ubisoft, somebody posted this in the Discord, and I was like, I didn't know they were doing this. Like, okay, we know they shut the game down. Like, I'm in the Crew community, like, you know, Sunday, I think it was 7 a.m. on March 31st, I think it was a Sunday, right? They were pulling the plug. That's it. Like, I get it. Like, you gotta pay to run the servers. Nobody's playing the game. Just throw an offline patch in there, you know? I mean, when Gran Turismo 7 came out, I hated it because, again, online only. And when I think the servers were down for like, I had to look back, but I made videos on it, and it was a long time. It was like 2 days, 16 hours or something. I think the servers were down, and the only thing you could do was play like the trial mode in the game. You had access to like 6 cars and like 1 track. If the servers are down, you can't play the game. And the thing with the Crew is every week in Motorfest, they have vanities that you can buy with Crew credits, and you can spend. So you're spending all this money, and now it's gone. It's out the window. Some people spend hundreds, thousands of dollars on all these cosmetics that they bump through every week. And I think I've purchased the crew credit pack for like 20 bucks once in Motorfest, just, you know, content creator, like, oh look, this is cool. But I like, the more I think about it, I'm like, why am I gonna waste money on this when it's just gonna be gone? Yeah, when Gran Turismo 7 came out a little over 2 years ago, that was my first taste of like, oh, so I can't play this game if their servers go down, and that's shitty. Like, I don't actually own this game. I can't do anything. Now, I think in the past, Gran Turismo has done like offline patches so you can play the game. It just, look, it should be a thing that if you're going to kill a game that's online only, it should be like a law, right? That we get an offline patch so we can play. Who knows? 5, 6, 10, 15 years down the line, if I want to play a game that, like, I played the Crew at launch. I was so hyped for this game. I've always been a car guy, and I was like, open world USA, you can group up with your buddies and rip around the US and race and do all kind of, I was like, this is great. I have trophies from day one, and it's gone now. All I have is my video and my content that I can look back on. But, you know, you should be able, 10, 15 years, I want to, you know, sitting in my wheelchair, be like, oh yeah, the Crew, that was a cool game when it came out. There's nothing else like it. Go back, play through. And the Crew had an actual storyline. It had story, cinematics. Like, yeah, racing game storylines are cheesy, but like compared to the Crew 2 and Crew Motorfest, way better story-wise. But look, the whole reason I'm making this video is because, well, if you didn't know, Ubisoft is now going through and deleting the Crew from players' libraries. Now, like I mentioned, there's some modders working on getting the game running, whether they run the servers and they're able to host the game, or they get it working offline so you can just play the game offline. They said that progress is gonna be like, it's gonna come sooner than you would think. And you know, modders are crazy. They get a lot of stuff working. But now my question is, okay, like usually if you get like a modded version of the game, or like you want to get a mod, anything, like usually you got to go find and pirate the game if you don't own it. Usually it's always PC. Like you can't, this isn't going to work on console, obviously, PlayStation, Xbox. Like you're going to have the PC version to get this running. Now they delisted it from the shops months before they did the shutdown, and now they're delisting it. So my question is, okay, maybe somebody somewhere has the game and they'll be able to throw it up and we'll be able to download it, and then when these modders get the offline patch going, you know, we'll be able to get into it. But then at the same time, if they're revoking access, I don't know if we're going to be able to, like, the people that are getting it pulled from their libraries, are they going to be able to? Is it I mean, I'm sure the modders are going to figure out a way to get it working regardless, but if they're just removing copies of the game, I just think it's crazy. It's just crazy. I'm not the go-to guy to talk about legal stuff and all what's going on, but I mean, if you look at the Crew, like Reddit, Ubisoft's revoking licenses, and there was one here, somebody linked in a Discord, literally locked post, new comments cannot be posted, sorry, this post has been removed by the moderators, comment removed. Like, they're literally, people that are complaining about it, they're just locking the post, and now people are like, oh, comment, you know, if this gets taken down, just throw up another one, which they're just like silencing you, like, oh, too bad, it's gone forever. Like, it's like theft at that point. You're taking away something we owned. Like, there's no compensation. We all lost money on this game. Like, I do have the physical copy, but it's gone. Sorry, I scared my dog. There's, like, it's trash. I can't boot up the disc and play it. There's nothing I can do. It's just, I might as well burn it. You know what I mean? I keep the case just for memories at this point. Like, what? I just think this whole situation is crazy, right? Obviously, Murahara over here, he's made a video. He wants to sue Ubisoft and game publishers. It's a good watch. Like I said, this is the best one to go. If you care about video games, obviously I think it's too late to save the Crew. If they're already pulling licenses, like I think it's probably only going to help the cause. But if you want to make a difference, I'd advise you to watch this video, and he's got a whole website set up, and go and sign petitions or whatever he's got going on. The website is crazy. It's called stopkillinggames.com. You can literally take action here. It's, you know, action on the crew. Obviously, it's this is just going to be a thing, but he's got it in wherever you are. You know, you can click here. You can. It's crazy what this guy has set up. But I think this is a step in the right direction. I think moving forward, I mean, I don't think companies should be allowed to charge us for games only to take them away. It should be a law that they have to provide an offline mode if they're going to kill a game. I mean, it can't be that hard to just make it so the crew doesn't run on a server. Like, if it can't be that hard as a game publisher that deals with that stuff. I can't imagine, you know, I don't know anything about that, but come on, man. But I'm just going to go around in circles. I think this whole situation is crazy, and it's been just about 2 weeks almost since it was taken down, and now they're revoking licenses, which is wild. I mean, I get it. You can't do anything with it, but just leave it in your library for memories, if anything. Oh yeah, I remember that game. It's gone. I think that's a form of theft. I think that what they're doing is, it's got to be illegal, right? I mean, I know, like, if you look at Steam, like I said, I buy as much physical as I can, which is getting harder. If you don't pre-order it now, you're not getting a physical copy. You can't just stroll into GameStop and grab a physical copy day of, especially like a lot of like niche RPGs that I play and stuff. They're like, oh yeah, if you didn't pre-order, we didn't get a copy because nobody's just going to walk in and buy it. So it's like, it's harder to get them these days. But I mean, look at Steam libraries. You just buy the game digitally. Steam goes down, all your games are gone. I have games on Steam, but like I said, I'd give it to me. Give me a copy. It's something I can hold in my hand. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe that's just, I like collecting games, but this shit's wild. But anyway, man, you know, it sucks because it's like, I cover Motorfest, right? Obviously make money doing this, obviously. And you know, I like the racing community. I like to be a part of it, and I've always had a passion for cars. And it's like I'm on the fence because it's like they shut down the game. Crew Motorfest is one of the newer racing games right now, and it's like, I want to play it. You know, I got a good community. We play every week when I can stream, and we make videos, and I want to not support Ubisoft, but then it's like, I'm a smaller channel, and this is what is helping me grow at the moment. So it's like me going like, hey, I'm not going to support Ubisoft anymore. I'm not going to play the crew because of what they did. I'm not going to play Motorfest because of what they did to the crew, and it's not going to do anything. Me saying that as a smaller channel, and me getting a couple people in my community be like, oh yeah, fuck Ubisoft, let's not play the crew, it's not going to do anything. So I think what this guy is doing is the way to go. Legal action and saving games, you know, saving this from happening to games in the future. So I figured I'd make a video because we're in the space. We played the game that was shut down. We're racing game videos, content creators. It's just you know, it's a thing. But I like that the big guys are bringing attention to it. Like I said, the more eyes you can get on, the better it is. But this is going to go for plenty of games in the future. And now the games are, you know, the whole like, look at what the new Star Wars Outlaw game that's coming out in August. It's gotten like 90,000 dislikes on the video so far of like whatever trailer they dropped. It's like the standard games, I think like $70 or $80. The next one up for 3 days early access is like $109. You're telling me you want me to pay an extra $30 just to play it early? This whole 3 days early access is such a scam. And then there's another version, which like I think is like $129. And then there's Ubisoft Plus. Hey, if you don't want to pay for all this, pay for our subscription every month. You can get all of this for what, $17.99, $19? I don't know how much it is. Fucking, it's crazy that they're funneling they're trying to push you into the subscription, and then, you know, they'll just remove whatever out of your library. But it's crazy. The gaming industry has gotten out of control. I mean, look at Diablo. Diablo 4 was such a flop, and I think they got like a $64 horse mount, which is more than the base game for a mount. Ain't no way. I mean, people buy it, but you won't find me buying that. Ain't no way. It's just, look, man, I love the crew. It was a good game. I got a lot of good memories. One of my old buddies that I don't really, every couple months I'll talk to him, but it's not like it used to be. We used to do the 4-hour races. We used to play all the time. We had tons of laughs, bloopers. Man, it's all gone. It's all gone. So yeah, man, I don't know. It sucks. So if you want to do something, go to this guy's video, click on the website, stopkillinggames.com, and do something, man. Anyway, you know the drill. Subscribe, come back. Let's do it on the next one.